Alright, today we're going to play Mayhem 3 0 Hour. This was written by Hector, it was written on top of Juabarb's code for Mayhem, which was written on top of LU. Oh, my radio kicked
Welcome
on.
aboard.
Hopefully that's not too loud for you. Let me turn the volume down. I'm a ham radio operator, so I have ham radios going on in the background. Alright, we're going to jump through this. I will answer the questions. Always good to have an extra trader, take a fair amount of cash. I like to discover things on my own because we're going to cheat, go easy, and of course the
You have gained recognition.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, I'm also running a Lanqua, so if you go to your controls, interface, we've got the cheat of all of time, which will allow you to save any time without salvage insurance. I've got that mapped to Shift S. All of space will put satellites in every sector in the universe. We're going to use that for this video so that we can get going quickly. Got the squelch up too high. And then Satellite Monitoring Plus is just like satellite monitoring down here, except that you can view any sector that has player property present instead of only satellites. So it gives you a few more sectors. Like you send a ship to a sector, then you will see it on the Satellite Monitoring Plus, where normally you would have to place a satellite there to see it. And Satellite Monitoring Plus just shows you like abandoned ships, smugglers, enemy stations. It's a pretty cool little tool for finding abandoned ships or wares. You can send the Reaper, which I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do in Mayhem 3, so I might have to revisit that. I'm not sure. But who knows, maybe a Reaper was added, but I think that the easiest way to check would be, let's bind this to something silly that I'll never use. Ah, it's been updated. Very cool. Oh, Juabarb, good job. Or Hector. I think this is probably Juabarb. I'm impressed. I'm going to keep the old satellite monitoring, though, as well. And with that, I think we are ready to begin. Let's change our name, because that's always required. Ooh. Timid Vince. And change auto aim to on by pressing the K key. Always do that when you start a new game. Let's save this game. This should have given it. We've been talking for a while, so that should give us enough time for our elephant to spawn.
Emergency
as it did
signal
here.
From depths of silence.
Fly to sector. Oh.
New
There we
mission
go.
received.
We want to go to Profit Center Alpha. Ooh, started a little far
Attention.
away.
One of your ships is under attack. Red light. Command accepted.
So what I'm going to do is pause the video here until I can get my ship a little closer. Alright, so all I did was wait a little while until our elephant got to the same sector as us. That's all I did. So we are back. We have a few messages that came through. This is from 0 Hour, I believe, telling us some cool stuff. We might have to come back to this. Dear pilot, you've been authorized to participate. Woohoo! Alright, so we're going to
Docking
dock
granted.
our
Command accepted.
Cayman on our elephant. For a game as old as this is, it's really quite beautiful. That thing is cruising too. Woo! Alright. While that is happening, we can also dock at the
Docking
elephant.
granted. Autopilot activated. Cayman. Autopilot activated.
Alright, and if you've ever wondered what an elephant looks like in the X3 universe, that's what it looks like. Split elephant. We've got our trade ship down below and our Scorpion M4 fighter. While this is going on, something I'd like to explain about Alonqua, the mod. It allows traders to search through jump beacons. So if I have a jump beacon here at Twisted Skies, and I have one at Veil of Delusion, and I have the range, and Veil of Delusion and Twisted Skies both, let's say Veil of Delusion has an outpost, and it has its range set to 1. Well, an agent will come out of Veil of Delusion, go to Twisted Skies, pop out and go to New Income because of a range of 1. And it will actually trade all the way up there instead of needing a range of 4. That's something really cool. Oh, this always has trouble if you let it do it.
Autopilot off.
However, this is very expensive for the engine to compute. And so what we do is we need to limit the number of jump beacons you can use to make up for the increased versatility of your traders. It's completely configurable. You can turn it off in the 9979T file, which I can show you how to do in another video or ask in the comments. But I lost my train of thought.
Entering system. Light of hope.
I lost it completely. Oh well.
Autopilot activated.
Oh. So the way we limit that, the number of jump beacons you can have is with Terran sectors. So you can build jump beacons wherever you want, but you can't use them. They don't work unless they're in a sector with a Terran memory, which you can see right up here. Terran memory. Yes. This also allows you to research Terran ships, which is pretty cool because if I remember right, they tend to be a little bit better, although more pricey. So better as a fighter is not always better um, in terms of what's good for your empire in mass production. And in addition, I don't believe you can buy some or all some Terran weapons like you'll need for fighters from corporations in the game. So you have to make them yourself. That's another disadvantage to using Terrans. But it's great to have a Terran system. So that's what we're going to aim for. 13 station support's also fairly nice. Max population can be a little higher, but oh well. And research rate, it'll eventually get done. Abnormal signals of 0 is also good, I think. So I will let you know when we get there.
Video.
Alright, so I brought the video back online because there are enemies in this sector. We are in Profit Center Alpha with one interceptor, but hey, let's watch him blow up if he wants to kill himself on our watch.
Kach. Interceptor.
Ka, however you say that. And it looks like he might be holding his ground up. May not want to intercept. Is he going to let us go? Cool. I mean, we'll take it. That seems like a bug. So he's not moving at all. He's been flying since for 56. We've been flying for 58, so yeah, since the creation of the universe.
Kach. Interceptor.
He's just sitting there. Anyway. Alright, well that was
Video and
a little different than what I expected. Alright, we just entered CEO's Buckzoid, the Terran memory sector, which we are going to claim for ourselves. So let's attack all enemies. I believe, let's see if the Terran Terraformer, it is also bugged. Interesting. I'll let Hector know. I'm sure there'll be an update quickly on that. Hector's on the ball with that, so no worries there. We are going to have to take him out, though. Defenseless thing. I think you can't have anything in the sector. So while we're on our way to take him out, let's look around and
Paranid. Border
see
Patrol.
what we got
Dimos.
here in the sector.
Paranid. Border Patrol. Perseus.
Boy, these guys are moving around a lot. Isn't that beautiful, though? Oh, we have a message. Alright, did we get them? How close are we?
Xenon
Getting
Terraformer
close.
N. Autopilot off. Autopilot activated.
Come on, turrets. There we go. There, we hit them. We hit them again. Okay, so they can fire back. That's interesting. But he's still not moving. Okay, this is pathetic.
Xenon Terraformer
Now he can
N.
move.
You are being promoted. Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Alright, so now let's save the game. I think we've cleared this sector out. We can go ahead and claim it for ourselves. Let's drop the outpost. And frankly, I don't care where we put it. How about somewhere where our miners can get to us?
Command accept. Incoming message. Mission completed.
Not sure what that was about. Did we just bug out?
Incoming message.
That was weird. Alright, so we have an outpost. Let's go ahead and also drop our research station.
Command accepted.
It totally did bug out. Look at that. We drop a station, it moves us. Or it moves the elephant slightly. How very interesting. Hey, I've just built my first outpost. This is full of fantastic information. Maybe we ought to spend a little time here. Should start out by building station information. Server 2 is always a good idea. First traders, blah, blah, blah. Alright.
Autopilot off.
What? What a playthrough. When's the last time I saved? Well, the game is not perfect. I guess I should be nicer to X4 when stuff happens there too. I went on a rant the other day on X4. I feel bad on Discord because my ship kept going into a station and crashing, and I just, it'd be nice if those things didn't happen. But that's okay. Sometimes they do. we will wait for him to get docked before we drop our stations this time. Alright. Outpost. Let's get it a little closer to those gates.
Command accept incoming message. Mission completed.
Alright. Now let's drop our research station.
Incoming message.
Research station we don't need to be at very often, so we can put it a little ways away. That should also avoid issues with the architect.
Command accepted.
Alright, alright, alright.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Set the home base. And why don't you just start out as an agent for me?
Command accepted. Command accepted.
The faster turn rates of Alanqua help your capital ships get to where they're going faster. What else do we have? We could capture this jump beacon, but I'm not ready to protect it yet. I don't know if they'll infect it as it is or not. We can also look and see what we've got nearby. This is definitely cheating. Let's just look at the nearby territories. Normally you would have to explore. There's one. That's quite a ways away. Well, we have a research station down, so we need to find some cheap M5s. What we're going to do is go in and do a compendium on ships. M5. Let's go with speed descending and find something. The Terran Valkyrie is fairly cheap. Does not have a turret, so it's not going to use population, more population than we need. And we're not going to arm it because it's there for scouting purposes. So I think the Valkyrie will be fine. Yes. So and then for the outpost, always good to save before you make changes to an outpost. The architect is the elephant. That sounded like that sound effect was from Age of Empires 2. Let's see. we're going to build, first off, we're going to start with some solar power plants. I guess I should check. We're at 250 suns, okay. And then from there, we don't need crystals yet, but we will. Believe it's Chelt space. I'm going to look this up. Let's see what we got here. Alankwa comes with this handy dandy chart that shows you the economy. So yes, we need energy cells. We're going for station building, so it's going to be chelt meat and then raster oil. We also need to process waste. We're going to go the chemicals route. So chemicals and chelt meat next, and then telluride and raster oil. Chelt meat, chemical, raster oil, telluride. Let's look at our perks. Adjacency perk could be useful. Tax will let us generate money. That would be useful. The growth rate is reduced. That's very unfortunate. I almost think we should take the double food. I love this. High population does not decrease growth rate. Let's do double food. Now, that's really helpful too. When you're building ships or you have things with lots of turrets, population, it goes down quickly. We're going to need lasers. I mean, we don't really need lasers, but it's sure helpful. Insurance policy, definitely. I'd like to leave one for the adjacency perk bonus. That only gives us one more. Space weed manufacture allows this outpost to produce space weed over time. I wish I knew more about this. Let's press the I key. Nope. Bum 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 bum. This is a tough decision. Gotta go with laser manufacturer. Alright, that's our 4. Our 3. Plus saving 1. What else do we want to cover while we're in here? Factories. Don't need to cover that. Don't need to cover the hangar. Logistics. Agents. Add a job. Let's get a job list. Preset. Station. Chip complete. There we go. Now our agents will pick up and export things as necessary. Traders. this import value. I'd like to see that default to a lower value. I don't know if I'll do that for a long port or not sometime, but I'd like to see that go down. Keep hitting the wrong button. Got a new keyboard. There we go. You know, right now you can't really take more than like 20,000. I hope I remember to change that later. I'm probably boring you. That's just me exploring the menus. I haven't played Mayhem 3 for a while. So, I think what we want to do is we want to go to Quick Trade. We're going to hit Sell All. We're going to, keep Factory. We're going to have to buy vegetables. Station Crafting Reserve. Shipyard Reserve. All right. That's set. Thank you, Hector, for adding those. And now that is, I'm not sure how many minutes we're in, but that's where we're at here in 0 hour. We have a outpost. We have a research station. We have an agent, elephant, and a scorpion. So the only thing we're missing really is food. So let's see if we can get a run for food. And what kind of food do they take? Consumption vegetables.
Command accepted.
Insufficient
Incoming
money.
message.
How much money do I have? Oh, it's got to be in the home base. Adjust.
You can.
Did not mean to do that. Let's see, credits. Let's give them 50,000.
The credits that this factory made by selling it funds transferred.
And turn automatic pricing on. I don't know what that does, but I like it to be on. So now, try this again. Except maybe we don't need quite that much. I gave you 50,000. So there you go.
Command accepted. Kaiman.
So now we're going to get food so our outpost can grow. While it's growing, it will allow us to build factories, which will be auto-placed by the architect TL. And I believe that's about everything we need to start with. This is not a typical start, as I repeat. This is a cheated start where we can kind of show you some of the beginning of the game. And normally you'll be exploring and trying to get more ships and things like that. But that's the game, and hope you enjoy it. We'll probably continue this at some point.